Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. It's Megan from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with energy to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. This reading is for the second half of Gemini season, and I'm actually going to pick it up and have it run from June 6th through June 20th, so that it's at the after that eclipse, right? After that eclipse. So how is that going to transform your life and what's going to happen? I am using the cutest little deck I found. If you want to find a starter deck for your kids, this would be the one. This would be the one. It is so cute. It is called the Garden Dragons. So I'm going to do the 9-card spread. There are no channeled messages for this when I do the mid-month. This is my fun reading where it's light and easy for me. But let's see what we get for you, because I'm expecting these are going to be pretty fun, actually. So the center card, the key to the situation is grace. You have the cherry dragon. They're just so cute. Look. That's adorable, right? Okay, so the cherry dragon. So the key to the situation is moving through with grace. So how do we move through with grace? It starts with gratitude. It starts with accepting what is and understanding that what happens doesn't happen to us, it happens for us, that the universe is organizing and putting things in perspective. This eclipse happened up in Sagittarius, so that would have been in your 10th house of career. So, your 9th house. Your 9th house of long distance travel, which nobody gets to do right now, but maybe that'll change because of the eclipse. Education and conversations with spirit, research. The thing is with an eclipse, of course, we always let go of something, right? We let go of, on the inner plane, something that's holding us back. And so you're being asked to allow the release to happen with grace, to allow that to be something that, I'm sorry, I restarted my computer so that I wouldn't do weird things, and it's doing weird things anyways. Okay, so allowing this is so nice. Allowing things to pass through with grace and allow the ease. So I just heard ease and synchronicity. So when you get into the flow with spirit and you allow things to transpire the way they want it to, and then we have this beautiful little friends. What is that? It's called the corn dragon. The corn dragon is the overall energy. So even so, in your 9th house, I don't know what that has to do with friends, but let's find out. Okay, so in the recent past, you have the children card, and the children card is about, oh gosh, it's the grape jelly dragon. So it's about, how do I bring that childlike energy? How do I tap into the joy that I felt as a child? It could be about your children. It could be about enjoying your children. If you've been locked up with them for, a few months, you might be like, oh my gosh, what made me think I wanted to have kids, right? Some days it goes like that. But at other times it's like, how can I entertain them? How can I teach them? How can I grow with them? So there's a lot of energy in the research of what is it that you need to know, how do you manage the situation with the children or your inner child. So a lot of people are having inner child work going on right now, and so that could be your situation here. And then we have in the area of transformation, you have the cantaloupe dragon, which says realign. So realign, when we're talking about in transformation, it's realigning with your soul's purpose. That's that allowing with grace and ease to let something flow through your life and let it go, to give yourself the opportunity to get in flow with spirit. It might be that you find new friends. It might be that as you are realigning, as you are doing your research, as you are, learning to play with your inner child or learning to work with your children, whatever this is, as you are doing these things, you may find yourself meeting new people online, like in this group where you're working on something together, about, how to bring more joy and happiness into your life, or how to teach, or whatever. So I feel like you're realigning your purpose with what you're doing through allowing the change to happen and flow through you, and to bring in this kind of childlike joy. Oh, okay, yeah, we're talking about gratitude. It's called the honeydew dragon. They're so freaking cute. Okay, so honeydew dragon. We have a nice little fruit salad going on here. So allowing yourself to flow, and with gratitude and grace, and not worrying so much about what exits from your life because it needs to. So I'm wondering if there wasn't about a friendship situation, or maybe your kids were, because here in the area of where you were worried and anxious about some kind of loss in the heart space, we have hospitality. So it could be that you, as a child, did not feel welcomed in a certain kind of group, and that's and then as an adult, you have to learn how to love yourself and to play and to engage again in those beautiful inner child activities of healing. Or it could be that maybe you're worried about your child who can't play with their friends and how they're managing that, or bullying online, or maybe in person. But this is pretty recent, so feels like it would have to be almost more like they're missing their friends. And in the heart space of moving forward, we have the coffee dragon energy. There you go. So in the heart space, this energy, this influx of energy, this shot of caffeine in your heart space, I think that, how it was like when you get this really great idea, it's like this bolt of lightning out of the sky. It's like, this is what I need to do. So if it's you and you need to play more, then this is, okay, I am committed to, I'm going to go have some fun. I'm going to do something fun. But if this is about working through the situation and you've been feeling bogged down by it, and this energy, the eclipse came through and it said, okay, we're going to release this part from your life, and you flow with that, then your load is lightened. And it's kind of like, what I'm seeing right now is like, with those buoys in the water, and then if you weight them down, they get pulled really low, and it's like someone cut the line that's got the weight on, and it pounces up. It's like that energy of like, really bouncing up and seeing things again, seeing things from a higher perspective, but more, it's like fun, and it's bouncing around. Ooh, I think that helps. Okay, so, because I want you to see how cute they are. All right. In the recent past, the obstacle has been around growth. So we have the radish dragon. All right, so there's been a situation where, maybe it's been stagnated, and maybe it's been being held down, and maybe if this is you, okay, if this is you and you're working with your inner child, and I feel like a lot of people really are, there's this, in order to move forward, you have to cut the cord. You have to release the weight that's pulling you down so that you can buoy up, so that you can have the growth. And so hopefully this realigning of yourself through this process of this huge eclipse energy is going to allow you to free yourself up and go. And we have Gather the Banana Dragon. And I'm going to have to go to the book on this because I don't even know. Like, I don't even know how to gather, social distancing. So I feel like this has to do with maybe you've been missing hanging out with friends, and this has been Aries, that would be so hard on you. You're a fire sign. Okay, so and that's up in your career sector. So maybe like trying to get together and work with people. No, it's not your career sector. Again, it's that higher knowledge. And travel. So maybe you are looking forward to gathering, and so as these restrictions start easing up and people are able to get out there, maybe this is actually making a big difference for you, and and you're being encouraged to, if you can't gather in person, to gather online. I really want to see what it says, and I can't do the alphabet. Okay, when Banana Dragon shows up, call on your friends. Yep. Here's a creature who loves to gather. You should look for your group, your chosen family, your bunch. You can thrive within the right group of people. Okay, so your overall energy is friends. I feel like you've been feeling really trapped. You've been really trapped, right? Fire signs really don't like the shutdown very much at all. I don't know a single one that does. And so this is about friends. So if you cannot actually gather in person, then there's, find other ways, like those Zoom room meeting chats. Like we have happy hour about once a week with some friends on Zoom. And I know a lot of people are doing that. Zoom is doing really well in this circumstance. Also, so Facebook chat came out with something where you can do group chats and stuff now too. Oh, and you have Fertile. Okay, so it's the Kiwi dragon. Isn't that cute? Okay, so this is in the abundance. And so I feel like maybe you need to do a little brainstorming, or maybe you just need to have some fun and let your inner child out to play. And this Fertile that you are having trouble growing or feeling energized, but in the future you're going to feel they can't put growth in there twice, so they have fertile, but that's the same, right? It is the opportunity. So if you've been feeling a real lack of creativity, if you've been feeling stagnant, if you've been feeling like, oh my gosh, I just can't, I can't do anything, I'm not feeling creative, then find a way to engage with other people, get a little out of your own headspace and allow yourself to, you know, communicate with other people, do a little brainstorm and call up your friends, say, you know, how would you handle this? I had an Aries friend that recently I was talking to, and she was feeling a little stagnant about some ideas about something she's working on, a project she's working on. And so we brainstormed for a little bit. So there's an opportunity to do that with people to spark ideas. So in the area of what to do with your thoughts, this is the time is right to access and master your abilities. Do this with humility and control. And the time is right to release old patterns and energize. You are ready to embrace change. So I feel like actually it's sort of like someone is taking the shackles off. That you're going to be released to move forward in some kind of a creative project that requires, though, you being connected and aligned with spirit, so your life purpose. So ask for your higher self to come and talk to you in your dreams, or through meditation, or take a walk in nature and see what pops up, what comes to you. And so really align with that, and then also call or gather in small groups, depending on what you're allowed to do, with your friends, and socially distance and safely, but to do a little brainstorming and get some ideas, and see if you can't supercharge, energize the heart space, the creative energy, the ability to get out there and be fertile with this idea that you want to come up with. So in the heart space, this is allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experience love. Turn on your heart light so we can all start singing the ET song together. Oh, wow, you have 3. Slow down when you're excited. You get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. So, yeah, I think you're going to get a lot of ideas. Take time to flesh them out and see which ones really resonate for you, because if you get too scattered, I know it's fertile ground, though. But I feel like I see her sleeping, though. I feel like you're going to get ideas and inputs in your sleep, too. And you have receive with love and appreciation, something lovingly from others. Okay, so yes, get in touch with your friends. Get in touch with spirit. They're also your friends, right? Your higher self is you and your ancestors and your spirit guides, and ask for a little help, a little guidance to see where it is that you can start putting your effort into. And I mean, this looks like really fertile ground to work with, and we are in your 2nd house or 3rd house of communication. So communication is, yes, important. It is important. So communicating with your friends, communicating with your higher self. And then we have transformation, moon energy, which is all about the cycles. This is to surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. That is surrendering into the energy, releasing and letting go maybe any negative self-talk that you've had regarding, oh, I'm stagnant, I'm stuck, or whatever, and allow that to flow out with this, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. There are 2 bugs sitting. How'd they even get in the house? They're sitting there and they're copulating on trying to keep it family friendly. Oh, just like right there in front of you. So there are so many ways to be creative, to be fertile, if you are looking to, yeah. Okay, friends with benefits, I just heard. Holy crap, really? Seriously? Okay. I said I wanted to have fun and chatty, fun, flirty. Gemini is all about that. So we have nature signs. It's so funny that this came out right when I saw that. It says, be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We only need to open our hearts and our minds. So there you go. If you are looking, okay. All right. Okay, no, my nose is itching really bad. So, okay. All right. If you are looking for a way to awaken your creative energy, seriously releasing the Kundalini energy, or being very creative in the bedroom is a great way to waken up that creative energy and get the flow. So, hey, you know, why not? And then we have Flourish. The Lotus Flower Fairy tells us to learn from experience and shine your inner light in any areas of your life you're unclear of, or those of others. So allow yourself to flourish in this very fertile ground. If you want to get pregnant, now looks like a really great time. That will totally transform your life. Because we do have the children card up here. So some of you may be like, well, I want to get pregnant. We've had all this time together and nothing's happening. Maybe the timing wasn't right, but now it is, right? So, you know, nothing wrong with trying a little. Allow yourself to flourish. I think just relax into that. And it's the energy. It's the flow of the cycles. It's how things are going. Wow, what an interesting reading. I feel like I should have picked a deck to finish it off with, but I don't know. That one was fun just as it was, so we'll leave it at that. You guys have a great second half. It looks like flirty, fun, and friends would be the 3 things to concentrate on to get the creativity and the fertility in your life going. All right, you guys take care. We will talk soon. Oh, it's not even there because I moved it. Hold on. Aries, you always end up with my readings where I'm kind of a hot mess. I'm really sorry about that. You guys have a great couple of weeks.